Oh hi! Today I'll be showing you how to make some of my favorite easy protein cookies, so you don't have to keep spending money on the expensive store-bought ones. We will be using TVP Texture Vegetable Protein as the main protein source, and I know you're probably thinking, okay, that's pretty weird, but trust me, the texture comes out really similar to baked oats. Make sure you're using the smaller granules, not the TVP chunks you might find at Asian markets. I've been asked a few times if blending the TVP makes them better. Nope, it just makes them really dense and kind of gross, so don't do it. Another question I get asked a lot is if we have to rehydrate the TVP for these, and the answer is no. That's where the pumpkin puree comes in. It adds enough moisture to get the cookies nice and soft, but not soggy. I will be using Craisins and mini chocolate chips, but you can do whatever you want. First, we're going to preheat the oven, and then we are going to start mixing all of our ingredients except for the TVP, Craisins, and mini chocolate chips together. This ensures that the smaller ingredients like baking soda, baking powder, and our spices are well mixed within the dough so that we have consistency throughout all of our cookies. For the spices, I use cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have pumpkin pie spice, it's pretty much just cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and ground cloves. Next, we stir everything together really well. I like to use either a spatula or a fork. Don't use a whisk or you'll just end up with a big pumpkin glue clump in the middle. So that's the texture you're going for. Next, we will be adding dried TVP. Then we'll just be stirring again. And I am stirring a lot, and mostly that was to show you the texture, but legend has it I'm still stirring to this day. Once everything's well mixed, then you're gonna add your mix-ins. I used Craisins and mini chocolate chips, but you can of course use whatever you want. And then, you guessed it, we'll be stirring everything again. Making sure everything is well mixed is actually really important for this recipe since the pumpkin puree is the only thing keeping the TVP from being dry and crunchy. Usually you still have some time with your oven preheating that you can kind of let the TVP sit in the pumpkin puree, and that softens it up a little bit more too. I've never had an issue with my pumpkin cookies turning out anything but soft, but if it's something you're concerned about, you could wait 5 or 10 minutes before putting them in the oven. Next, we make our little cookie balls. I like to go with 4, but if you want some giant massive cookie, go crazy. I like to use a parchment-lined baking sheet just for ease of cleanup. And then I evenly split the dough to make 4 cookie balls. I like to press them flat so that they bake evenly in the oven. And then because I kind of suck at making even cookies, I always have some dough left, so I just add it to the ones that are too small. Once you're done with that, toss them in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes. I cook them at 350 Fahrenheit or 177 Celsius. You know your oven best, but I tend to cook more on the 9-minute side so that they're softer. Let them cool for about 15 minutes and enjoy. If you'd like to see more high protein recipes like this, be sure to follow, and if you have any recipe requests, send them my way. And if you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more.